Well, that was Aleem Maqbool reporting. We're going to be speaking to Aleem live from Charsadda in northwest Pakistan, one of the first areas inundated by the floodwaters. Going to be talking to him in an hour's time. Good luck to them. Pre-reception, reception? Did you have one of those?
Yeah, I'll have another one.
Enjoy that.
Post-reception, reception.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the main stories this morning. Still to come on Breakfast, Oxfam has announced a rise in its income. And in about 50 minutes, Sam's going to be speaking to the charity's finance director.
Susanna and John from Many. It's looking pretty nice this weekend.
Lovely. Carol, thanks very much indeed. Just bring you up to date with some of the details that we discovered in this story in The Sun this morning. She had to do her GCSEs and described how she screamed when a strange little boy came up to her and called her mum because she had forgotten even that she'd had a child.
It's unbelievable.
But through therapy and looking through diaries and talking to friends and important people who knew exactly what to do, Naomi has regained her memory and is OK again.
Here with more. Hi, Sam.
Yes, good morning. Do you know we're the 8th most charitable nation in the world? But guess who's 9th? You wouldn't expect it.
Who?
Sri Lanka.
Really?
Yeah, surprising. You too.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's stay with business. Let's sort of retail matters in a kind of way, because most of us have had a shopping catalogue in the house at some point or another. Before the internet, they were pretty much the only way to get what you wanted without having to actually hit the high street.
But you've probably never thought of those glossy pages of jumpers, dresses and T-shirts as an important historical document. At the University of Worcester, they do. And they're looking for people's memories of one catalogue in particular. Suppose. Time now to get the news where you are. See you in a moment.
See you in a sec.
Hello, this is Breakfast with John Kay and Susanna Reid.
The hospital waiting policy, which means patients die or go private before they're treated. Okay,
Lovely.
Sam, thank
Sorry,
you.
it came back rather quickly and I'm just putting down my coffee.
We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. But first, the time now to get the news, the travel, the weather, where you are.
Highlights on every race on the BBC, so free to air terrestrial television for those. For now, let's talk about cricket, because actually this is a fascinating second test. England, remember, need to win this 4-test series by 2 to become the best in the world, top of the world. The only trouble is, India have got a habit of going behind in the first test and getting hammering from the press. The last 2 series they've done this, and they've come back to draw 1-1, which of course will keep them on top.
Study means that they are aware of health issues and improvements.
This turning the spot.
Issue that you were asked to address first then, which is about restriction of choice. In what way do you think that patients' choices, she's known for choosing her roles carefully. Now Jane's back on our screens in Sky's new comedy series Trolleyed, set in a fictional supermarket called Valco. Jane's joining us in just a moment. Before we catch up with her, let's have a look at her playing Julie. This one. But even in the same, I mean, I'm thinking more about the fact that you, obviously famous for doing voices in there and being in Tesco adverts. And of course, that's given you a lot of experience. Parenting tips and marriage guidance.
Oh, all in one, yeah.
BBC One at 10 to 10. You're also talking about music and fashion, aren't you?
That's one, yeah.
That's
As you can
officially.
see,
That's officially.
He'll do anything.
Everyone's doing it. Ewan McGregor's going to be here soon to talk about his new film Beginnings and lots of other things he's involved in.
Yeah, talking to you in a moment. But first, let's get the news and the travel, the weather where you are at the moment. See you in a sec.
Tight. I said, well, they're skinny jeans, you know, they'd be called skinny jeans. So he just...
As a Hollywood star, obviously, is very important when it comes to doing work for something like UNICEF.
Yeah.